Please stand for the entrance of the academic procession.
Trobe University acknowledges the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation as the traditional custodians of the land upon which the Melbourne campus is located, and we pay our respects to elders past and present. Please be seated. I declare this to be a ceremony authorised by La Trobe University, at which I shall, with the authority of the Academic Board, confer degrees and award diplomas and certificates. So welcome everyone. I think we've turned on some good weather, so I hope you've had a chance to get some good selfies and post some things on Facebook. So welcome and congratulations to our new graduates, and a special welcome to family and friends who have come today to celebrate your success. Today is a significant milestone in your lives. You have shown the commitment and persistence needed to complete your degrees. You have lived through the inevitable ups and downs and difficulties. Congratulations. You can rightly be proud of your achievements. I think back to 35 years ago when I was in the same position as you, and the pride of my parents at the graduation ceremony. I'm sure a number of you are in the same situation today, and you've had wonderful support from family and friends through these last few years. So thank you very much to friends and family for their help and support. I'm sure that in many cases it was probably critical to the ultimate success of your particular student. Students, I hope you've enjoyed your time here and that you look back fondly on it. As well as your specific qualifications, I also hope you take a few other things away from your time at La Trobe. Firstly, I'd like you to recognise your own abilities to take something on, like your degree, and succeed. You now have an opportunity to consider the next challenge you're going to commit to. Secondly, I hope you've gained good friends. Friendships are based on shared experiences, and the friendships you have made during your time on campus may well be lifelong. You may be surprised at the way in which these friends weave in and out of your lives. Finally, I hope you've learned how to learn and to adapt. Many of you will have now reached the end of your tertiary education. But of course, learning and adapting can't stop there. If I think back to the time when I left university in 1980, personal computers are only just starting to appear. The internet protocol was about to be established, but the first web browser wasn't invented until 1990. The first text message was in 92, and the first social media site was not till 1997. The first camera appeared in the phone in 2000, and the first YouTube video was only 11 years ago in 2005. Many of you have grown up during this explosion in global connectedness, and it's just second nature. For me, none of the things that I did at university prepared me for that. However, the university experience developed my learning skills, how to collect information, how to think and analyse, how to reach a conclusion, and how to express myself. These are all transferable skills regardless of what's happening with the technology. So what will there be in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years from now? And of course, things are only accelerating. I have had 5 different jobs during my career. The other day I saw a study that predicted that a 15-year-old today would have 17 jobs during their working life. So the forces of change are just going to continue, and I hope you've learned that important skill of learning and that you look for opportunities to apply it. I'd now like to introduce our occasional speaker, Professor Philip Broadbridge. This year, Philip Broadbridge celebrates 25 years as a Professor of Applied Mathematics. Over this period, Professor Broadbridge has held positions including Department Head, Head of School or Institute Director at the University of Wollongong, University of Delaware, University of Melbourne and La Trobe University. As Director and CEO of the Australian Mathematical Sciences Institute, he was presented with the 2008 Fast Thinking Open Universities National Innovation Award in the category of Science Innovation. Having worked also as a secondary teacher and as a CSIRO researcher, he has strong interest in education and industry outreach. Professor Broadbridge's PhD was in mathematical physics, but his research publications spanned fundamental physics, hydrology, heat and mass transport, and population genetics. He has published 2 books and over 100 refereed journal papers in 30 different scientific journals. He is a member of several editorial boards, including Proceedings of the Royal Society of London. He is a past president of Australia New Zealand Industrial and Applied Mathematics, which is the main professional association of applied mathematics in Australia and New Zealand. Today, he is a research director of the School of Engineering and Mathematical Sciences and chair of the university's admissions committee, speaking as a proud member of the La Trobe University family. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Professor Philip Broadbridge.
Deputy Chancellor Andrew Eddy, Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research Professor Keith Nugent, colleagues, graduands and guests. It gives me great pleasure to formally congratulate our new members of the La Trobe family, who can now be regarded as graduates soon or for the last 1 minute. and to thank their supporters. Academic achievement requires a little natural ability, enthusiasm, self-motivation, and of course a cultural environment that rewards prolonged concentration and hard work. Thank you all for providing those ingredients. A few weeks ago, I attended a presentation night for 8 distinguished alumni of the university. Those people have made enormous contributions to business, social welfare, science, philanthropy and education. They would be regarded as distinguished alumni at any of the world's great universities. Quoting Professor David Myers, the university's first Vice-Chancellor from almost 50 years ago, the true measure of a university's greatness is the total effect it has on human welfare and progress. I am delighted to be speaking to a captive audience that includes recent graduates in nursing, midwifery, engineering, computer science, statistics and mathematics. Although this covers quite a spread of professions, there are some principles that of course bind us together. The first common principle is that each of us should be aware that we have not only the ability but also the responsibility to make contributions to that aforementioned human welfare and progress. It goes without saying that nurses and midwives are directly involved in the physical, mental and emotional welfare of people who need medical assistance at various stages of their lives. Engineers and computer scientists design instruments, machines, softwares and built environments to make our lives safer, more interesting and more productive. Mathematicians and statisticians provide the underpinning logical structures. Our disciplines are, in fact, more closely intertwined than many imagine. Florence Nightingale, best known for setting up nursing on a professional path, was also a pioneer in using statistics to inform public health policy. She is the world's first statistician to make a government change its policy. As a more recent example of the interplay between mathematics and nursing, I have hosted Dr. Jeff Shaw, leader of the intensive care unit at Christchurch Hospital, who applies the mathematics of differential equations to administer drugs in a controlled way through a personal computer. These contraptions really should be called impersonal computers, as the human users provide the personal touch. In Christchurch, computer-assisted specialist nursing has resulted in the world's best survival rates for patients in intensive care. And medical diagnosis now largely relies on medical imaging through X-rays, ultrasound, Doppler flow measurements, electroencephalograms and nuclear magnetic resonance. The machines to support such images are based on fundamental physics, engineering, and the mathematics of signal processing, now encoded on computer chips. So please remember that. If anybody ever questions what's the value of universities teaching esoteric subjects such as mathematics and physics. That is real technological progress, seen in my own lifetime. Interestingly, Myers put welfare ahead of progress. Since its inception, La Trobe University has been associated with egalitarianism. The second common principle is that La Trobians are expected to give people a fair chance. Like many of you, my brother and I are first-generation graduates. In 1966, which was the only year in which the school book list had to be accounted for in pounds, shillings and pence, as well as dollars and cents, I was the school calculator. I do regret that one of the last pennies that I handled was used to buy an ice cream on the way home from school. That was the most expensive ice cream in history. It was partly paid for by a 1930 penny worth $80,000 even at that time. For the second time today, I will mention a marriage between nursing and statistics. One of the girls in my class at that time eventually became a professor of nursing. She married an ex-student from a neighbouring low SES school who later became a professor of statistics. Another student from a low-income Greek-speaking family shared the award of Dux of my school, and her brother, 1 year later, 1 year behind her, won the Tennyson Medal as the highest achieving Year 12 English student in South Australia, with English as a second language. I look forward to the time when no one is surprised to hear of high academic attainment from a school background in which 2/3 of the students were classified as being from low-income families and 1/3 had English as a second language. That will be the time when university administrators no longer habitually use the term low SES, low ATAR, linking low socioeconomic status to low tertiary admissions ranking. That is a form of what lawyer, historian and Indigenous leader Noel Pearson refers to as soft bigotry. Quoting Pearson from a speech of just 12 days ago, "The soft bigotry exists because its purveyors on the left fail to get over their relativism when it comes to Indigenous people and the poor generally. If the hard bigotry of racial prejudice and discrimination had been a wall for Indigenous Australian, the soft bigotry of low expectations is the Compassionistas' prison, having nothing to do with true social progress." End of quote. You can blame him for saying that, but I agree. If, as many suspect, it is harder in 2016 than in 1971 for disadvantaged students to succeed, then our common principle of the fair go needs to be put to work. Of course, at some stage, we all face the more immediate challenge of finding suitable employment. Australian graduates, believe me, are valued all over the globe. Some of you will work overseas, some will work in Australia, and some of you will spend considerable time finding your niche, perhaps after more study. You need to be flexible, you need to recognise an opportunity, and you need to listen to those who are more experienced. Your level of communication needs to find a balance between being a pesky gadfly and questioning prevailing practices in a constructive way. You may experience a little frustration at times, but I've found the following maxim to be helpful: you can't do better than to make the best of the situation, no matter what are your personal circumstances. Then it is likely that someone will recognise your value. We are approaching the holiday time when life itself is celebrated. The emergence of intelligent life is a significant milestone in the maturation of our universe. Our physiology depends on large atoms, such as calcium, potassium and iron, that have been built up from smaller atoms by nuclear fusion. But that has not happened to a large extent in our nearest sun, nearest star, the sun. At 4 billion years, the sun is too young to make such large atoms. The 15 billion-year-old universe needed at least 10 billion years to construct us. Now energised by our second-generation star, but made of materials from one or more extinct stars from an earlier generation. The large atoms on which I depend are formed only towards the end of a star's nuclear fuel cycle. So before the sun existed, another nearby but larger star must have completed its nuclear cycle and then collapsed before it exploded as a supernova. Larger supernovae may emit radiation over a few weeks at the intensity of a whole galaxy. And the most prominent of these were recorded by humans in 1604, in 1054, forming the beautiful Crab Nebula, and in 4 AD. In the case of the pre-solar supernova, the resulting dust cloud condensed under gravity to form our second-generation star with its system of planets. Whether you believe that our self-awareness is part of the plan of a great creator, or you suspect that it eventuated by chance from a sequence of unlikely events, celebrate life and enjoy it. For those returning to their motherland outside Australia, please remember your Trobe family, and for those travelling away on holiday, have a safe journey that fulfills your expectations. And for those staying in the world's most livable city over the Christmas period, please enjoy this wonderful time and place. And I can't resist the opportunity to speak a little Latin, which I learnt in year 11. Pax vobiscum et re secundes volo, which roughly translates to, I hope you don't have a bad hair day at graduation. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Broadbridge. I call upon Professor Keith Nugent, Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, on behalf of the Academic Board.
Deputy Chancellor, I certify to you and to the University that the candidates who will be presented to you today and those listed as in absentia have fulfilled the conditions prescribed by the award of their degrees, diplomas and certificates, and therefore are entitled to those awards. Will those candidates who have qualified for the various awards please now stand?
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer the degrees and award the diplomas and certificates for which you and those listed as in absentia have qualified. Please be seated. I call upon Professor Anthony Baker, Associate Pro Vice-Chancellor Coursework, College of Science, Health and Engineering, to present the graduates.
Deputy Chancellor, on behalf of the College of Science, Health and Engineering, I present to you the graduates who are receiving the following awards, except that I have to change that. On behalf of the College of Arts, Social Science and Commerce, I present to you the graduates who are receiving the following awards. Bachelor of Creative Arts with Honours, Jessie Morris. Master of Teaching Primary, Naomi Jane Flynn. Deputy Chancellor, on behalf of the College of Science, Health and Engineering, I present to you the graduates who are receiving the following awards. Bachelor of Business Information Systems, Pei Ling Chong. Bachelor of Civil Engineering Honours, Ahmed Ali E. Al-Asiri. Zhao Wang. Bachelor of Computer Science, Bessem Hamdi D. Al-Habi. Zaben Hamid H. Alotaibi. Stuart Murray Burnell. Toby Harper. Alan Osierda. Sean Francis Sexton. Joshua Walter Vandenberg. Bachelor of Computer Science with Honours, Wen Jin Yu. Bachelor of Computer Science with Honours, also receiving Bachelor of Computer Science, Umit Nuri Aiden. Bachelor of Computer Science in Games Technology, Randall E. Chi Liang. Daniel Andre Manero. Tyson James Wood. Bachelor of Electronic Engineering with Honours, Muhammad Farah Muhammad. Bachelor of Health Sciences, Human Physiology and Anatomy, Lachlan Neil Rule. Bachelor of Information Technology, Sarah Abdulaziz Al-Junaidi. Uday Bektor. Mark Dorset. Tagrid Fanich. Fabian Forgione. Gurpreet Singh. Sajang Gurung. Dat Kwon Ho. Gurpreet Singh Panu. Ajay Sharma. Rushab Sharad Shetia. Lee Quinn Tran. Linda Wassouf. Bachelor of Information Technology, Bachelor of Business, Matthew David Sherman. Bachelor of Nursing, Bachelor of Midwifery, Shema Ajanaf. Jacinta May Ashen. Zoe Kate Berry. Madeline Louise Bukiol. Lara Kathleen Chapman. Georgia Tess Clark. Ingrid Jane Corbett. Karen Elizabeth Darcy. Aba Joy Davies. Hannah Jane Dawson. Nicole Page Denert. Jennifer Louise Elphingston. Madison Kate Fell. Saher Gulson. Brianna Jade Henderson Lovelace. Tegan May Hewlett. Kim Huang. Laura Kate Hogan. Helena Hong Nhung Huynh. Carolyn Jowett. Sarah Michelle Kidman. Camilla Mayessa Koch. Zoe Claire Lafontaine. Laura Olivia Layton. Brianna Jane Lee. Wen Yang Lee. Ruth May Lewis. Jessica Louise Loza. Jessica Sarah McCann. Ellen Jean McDonald. Carly Louise McDowell. Katrina Meggins. Angela Louise McClota. Sarah Morgan. Tasman Jade Muller. Zoe Alexandra Muirhead. Olivia Claire Murray. Madison Kate Normington. Vivian Muliardi Fan. Elise Rose Pereira. Jennifer Louise Richards. Caitlin Meg Russell. Liliana Marguerite Slatter. Annabelle Alice Smith. Laura Michelle Steinkrug. Rowie Jane Whiteside. Rachel Elizabeth Woodrow. Graduate Certificate in Gerontology, Neola Wilson. Graduate Diploma in Midwifery, Yuki Mizuo. Master of Computer Science, Hilda Gematai Bitok. Master of Electronic Engineering, Mohammed Fahid M. Alghani. Abdul Aziz Abdul Rahman S. Al Shaikhi. Gurneet Kaur Anand. Balbir. Riddhi Rajesbhai Baradwa Aka Badradva. Mandeep Kaur Dillon. Vahini Suresh Iyengar. Duesh Kaki. Vamshi Krishna Konda. Ahmed Kasadi Najai. Lyle Courtney Parsons. Master of Information and Communication Technology, Somaya Anumala. Kedareshwar Bandi. Dinesh Banjara. Aaron Bansal. Praveen Chandana Paramban Jose. Karan Chauhan. Yogita Chug. Ruhi Datta. Bipan Goyal. Shaheen Habibnia. Dinesh Kumar Jaganathan. Suresh Prasad Joshi. Beulah Christina Camreddy. Sai Krishna Kasanagari. Venkata Satya Lakshmi Naga Sonika Kuchipudi. Asis Manunda. Manjinder Singh. Shikha Maski. Surbhi Midha. Waleed Muhammad. Muhammad Mujtaba Mansour. Hashhavardhan Reddy Naluvala. Rajendra Nara. Binitha Padesi. Ritikaban Chunilal Patel. Patharaji Pudubu Varija Pereira. Prinka Prinka. Syed Gazanfar Ali Quadri. Raghuram Seelam Sethi. Sagan Kumar Shrestha. Jagwinder Kaur Sidhu. Siddharth Sood. Sumit. Sri Pooja Talapali. Sagarika Yadav Tokala Rangaya. Shivam Vij. Sairam Yeravelli. Umar Zubair. Master of Information Technology, Ali Abdullah M. Al-Halai. Muhammad Abdullah M. Aliami. Nagma Numamad Ami. Quang Tu Duan. Ibrahim Habal. Ankita Kapoor. Gaurang Pradeep Kalkani. Swanika Kumari. Isla Dilip Mahajan. Hamad Abdul Qadir H. Sabah. Sagar Shashikant Salve. Mayuresh Prabhudas Sawant. Anirudh Kishore Shilakar. Aya Sarab Mojgani. Shuyang Ying. Master of Information Technology, Computer Networks, Umar Anjum. Natasha Ashur. Rohit Viraj Ballarao. Harpreet Kaur. Sayak Sen. Master of Mental Health Nursing, Raphael Dororimwe. Master of Statistical Science, Ayad Ahmed Mohammed Saeed. Master of Telecommunications and Network Engineering, Khalid Mohammed Al-Jadan. Atiyah Al-Nakli. Muhammad Ahmed Al-Omani. Hamoud Abdul Rahman Al-Shehri. John Kalyan Bolavarapu. Hardik Bharat Kumar Jasani. Manikanta Jagadeshwar Reddy Kasu. Muhammad Sayam Khan. Chami Tehas Kundalia. Trishik Mahindru. Ravi Tehaman. Mona Moghadashko. Mukund Akshay Mukund Akshay. Hu Dong Nguyen. Hassan Noor. Neha Kishore Patil. Bhagyashri Penugada. Srustri Pininti. Suyog Rajendra Pisat. Muhammad Tasneem Rahman. Bimlesh Kumar Ranjitkar. Ronak Mansukabai Savalia. Vivek Vijay Kumar Soni. Van Dung Vu. Thank you. Just give it all up to me, it's fine. Thank you. Undertaking a doctorate has often been described as being a life-changing experience, and candidates who have made it through to today to graduation will no doubt attest to the fact that their journey has been very significant and has required them to make many sacrifices and push themselves well beyond the point of comfort. A candidate for a doctoral degree has between 3 and 4 years full-time, or its part-time equivalent, to undertake a research project and to present their findings in a thesis or similar body of work. This thesis of 60 to 80,000 words is expected to make an original and substantial contribution to new knowledge. The research undertaken must be at the highest standard. Each thesis is examined by a panel which includes internationally recognised experts. Often their comments and criticisms will require the candidate to revise and possibly resubmit their thesis. Our doctoral candidates may have had a scholarship or have worked full or part-time to support themselves during their candidature. Many have families. The successful completion of a doctoral degree is a major and hard-won achievement for the individual and their supervisors. Our doctoral graduates are everywhere. They may be applying their deep disciplinary knowledge in a research or academic environment, as a scholar, or as many doctoral graduates have chosen to do, they are now applying their research and project management skills as professional practitioners in a wide range of industries, both in Australia and overseas. Congratulations to you from all of us at La Trobe, your college, school and departments and the Graduate Research School. May you savour this moment and may you have every success in applying what you have learned and come to understand through your future career and ventures. Doctor of Philosophy. You have to give me something, sorry. Stephen Keith Begley, whose thesis is entitled Pimeko and Bloomfield, Memory-Constrained Join and Filter Algorithms for Main Memory Database Systems. Dr. Begley studied the use of memory-constrained join and filter algorithms within main memory database systems. His research demonstrated that through careful design, the memory footprint of these algorithms could be significantly reduced while limiting any incurred performance penalties. His findings showed that memory-constrained algorithms can offer advantages over conventional designs. I present to you Dr. Begley. T. Kim Tuan Do, whose thesis is entitled The Inverse Problem in the Calculus of Variations via Exterior Differential Systems. The inverse problem in the calculus of variations is a mathematical problem of determining the existence and uniqueness of an invertible matrix that can convert a system of second-order ordinary differential equations to an Euler-Lagrange system. Dr. Doe's thesis makes significant progress in aspects of this problem unsolved for 75 years. I present to you Dr. Doe. Hoa Duan Tan, whose thesis is entitled OFDM in Near-Field Magnetic Induction Communication. Near-field magnetic induction communication is an emerging technology in the telecommunication markets. However, significant path loss due to the increase in communication distance is a main challenge in inductive systems. In Dr. Duan Tan's thesis, this problem is tackled by increasing the number of transceivers and by using advanced modulation schemes for data transmission. I present to you Dr. Duan Tan. Domus Hatta Futholi, whose thesis is entitled Data-Driven Dynamic Common Ontology. Dr. Futholi studied an automated development process of common ontologies. A common ontology is a dictionary of knowledge gathered from communities. The research proposes a technology for standardising diverse knowledge representations, matching and merging common knowledge, maintaining the validity of knowledge. The finding enables the development of a shareable dictionary in a form of an ontology based on incremental information gathering from the community. I present to you Dr. Futholi. Anders Harold Landberg, whose thesis is entitled Privacy Protection for Data with Hierarchical Structure and Content. Dr. Landberg's thesis explored how semantically rich data can be adequately privacy protected. This is particularly important for protecting patients' privacy in the medical domain. The research found that state-of-the-art privacy approaches are limited to highly structured data sets, while modern systems and applications start to heavily rely on less structured data. The thesis proposed new techniques to improve privacy protection for such data sets. I present to you Dr. Landberg. Joe Ray Latham, whose thesis is entitled Trans Men's Realities, an Ontological Politics of Sex, Gender and Sexuality. Dr. Latham studied how medicine understands gender as bound to genitals and the implications of this for transgender people. His research theorised sex and gender in new ways by analysing the sexual lives of trans men. The findings challenge the current treatment practices of transgender medicine. I present to you Dr. Latham. Atula Sanjeeva Palangasing Manamperi, whose thesis is entitled Assessing the Effects of Climate Change on Episodic Recharge in the Loddon River Catchment, Victoria, Australia. By using several assessment tools, including Bohr hydrographs, radon, stable isotopes and numerical modelling, Dr. Manamperi quantified the impact of climate change on northern Victorian aquifers, in particular exploring groundwater storage loss during the 2001 to 2010 drought and recovery due to the 2010-2011 flooding. I present to you Dr. Manamperi. Janelle Paola Mollica, whose thesis is entitled Investigating Proteins and Mechanisms Involved in Regulating EC Coupling in Skeletal Muscle. Skeletal muscle is an important organ requiring constant rejuvenation. Calpains are calcium-dependent enzymes that remodel damaged proteins within muscle fibres. Dr. Mollica's thesis provides important new information about the amounts and cellular movements of calpains and their endogenous inhibitor, calpastatin, shaping our understanding about their roles and method of action. I present to you Dr. Mollica. Fahmida Perveen, whose thesis is entitled Assessing the Impacts of Changing Land Use and Geology on Groundwater and Surface Water Resources in Southwestern Victoria, Australia. Dr. Perveen assessed the effects of a blue gum plantation in southwestern Victoria on groundwater and surface water resources. This study found that the plantation has reduced groundwater recharge and stream flows compared to pasture catchments with underlying limestone capturing groundwater flow in the forested catchment. I present to you Dr. Perveen. Hien H.T. Fan, whose thesis is entitled Parallel Algorithms for the Enumeration of Combinatorial Objects. Dr. Fan investigated a number of parallel computing algorithms for exhaustive computational search techniques in large sets of data or objects. The techniques developed have led to the discovery of a number of new results in the field of combinatorial design theory. I present to you Dr. Fan. Alan Ray, whose thesis is entitled Role of Extracellular Vesicles in Colorectal Cancer Progression. Cancer cells need help from non-cancer cells, such as fibroblasts, to move from a primary location to a vital organ, eventually causing death. Dr. Ray's research identifies new ways cancer cells communicate with fibroblasts to facilitate this process. And understanding the cancer cell fibroblast communication process is critical in preventing tumour growth. I present to you Dr. Ray. Keith Rogers, whose thesis is entitled Real-Time Strategy Game Micromanagement, a Task Allocation Model and an Evaluation Framework. Real-time strategy, RTS games, are complex war simulations that provide an excellent environment to evaluate real-time artificial intelligence, AI techniques. Dr. Rogers developed and evaluated a novel task allocation system that successfully improved an existing RTS AI player. In addition, new data collection and evaluation methods were devised that will better support the ongoing study of AI in RTS games. I present to you Dr. Rogers. Ting Wang, whose thesis is entitled Computationally Efficient Genomic Prediction from Whole Genome Sequence Data in Dairy Cattle. Dr. Wang's thesis investigated methods to improve the reliability of the prediction of genetic merit for complex traits from high-density genomic data in animals and humans. Dr. Wang worked on developing prediction methods to dramatically improve the computational efficiency whilst maintaining robust performance. Her research will further enhance the genetic gain of dairy cattle in an efficient and reliable way. I present to you Dr. Wang. Congratulations. Mustafa Yuldash, whose thesis is entitled A Projection-Based Framework for Visualising High-Dimensional Data. Dr. Yuldash developed a solution for fine-tuning the process of turning data streams that normally require more than 3 dimensions to exhibit into forms suitable for visualisation using 2- and 3-dimensional geometry, from which people can discover meaningful patterns. An important outcome is to allow data to be mapped using triangular formations and minimum spanning trees. I present to you Dr. Yuldash. Deputy Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates.
We're nearly finished. So, on behalf of all present here today, I'd first of all like to thank you, Philip, for a thought-provoking address containing, as it did, lessons on life, Latin and physics, which I much appreciated, though I will think twice before asking you to buy me an ice cream. To you, our graduates, graduating with a degree in nursing, midwifery, engineering, computer science, statistics and mathematics, Philip's message is relevant to you all, apart from the ice cream part. Some of you will continue with employment in the discipline that you're graduating from today, whilst others will make links with other fields and perhaps new areas altogether. Regardless, I'm sure that you will make a contribution to human welfare and to human progress. I hope that you are leaving La Trobe with a passion to make a difference. It's something that motivates everybody at La Trobe to make a difference. Many of the issues that you will face and the opportunities that will come your way in the future are unimaginable right now, as we've heard. But the foundations and skills that you have learnt here at La Trobe will stand you in good stead to meet these challenges and contribute to making a real difference to the lives of others throughout your careers. Now, graduations are extremely important events in the life cycle of the university. They are a time for us to celebrate the success of you, our students. It's also particularly pleasing to all of us that family and friends of the graduates are able to join us on this happy occasion. I hope that you see this as an opportunity to be a part of the La Trobe University community and to be a part of the education that your loved ones have just completed. La Trobe has a long and proud history in both teaching and research and has been highly successful in many areas. For example, I'd just like to make a few comments about the excellence that we've achieved in recent years. For example, in the latest Excellence in Research Australia survey ratings, La Trobe has received a rating of well above world standard in 19 areas and above world standard in a further 11 areas, a very significant achievement by the institution. In particular, we are undertaking outstanding research in areas represented by students here today, and we have been rated at well above world standard for our research in areas such as nursing and statistics, and world standard in information and computing science, information systems and artificial intelligence, and image processing. And you've heard about some of the results in many of those areas. As a university, we're in the top 400 in the world in the Times Higher Education World University Rankings, and we're also in the top 400 in the QS World Universities Rankings, and recently we were ranked as the 48th university in the world under 50 years of age by the United Kingdom's Times Higher Education supplement. Additionally, in 2016, we improved our placing in the academic ranking of world universities by something like 200 places. We intend to continue in this progress. We're on a very steep trajectory, and you, of course, are all part of that. But once again, I'd like to extend my personal congratulations to all of the graduates. It's not easy to complete a degree at a university. It takes dedication, hard work, and focus. You've been successful, and I congratulate each and every one of you. So, as we say goodbye, but not, we hope, farewell to the graduating class of 2016, you are now alumni of La Trobe University, and as such, you are members of a substantial network of more than 170,000 graduates of La Trobe universities living in more than 100 countries around the world. And you are part of the diversity and strength that is our alumni community. You make a massive contribution to it. So we hope you will stay in touch and take pride in your university's achievements. So today is a time to celebrate your success, the extraordinarily hard work which you've all undertaken in order to complete your courses, and I know it's a time when we can all be very proud of you indeed. So again, my warmest congratulations to you all, and enjoy this special occasion. So, ladies and gentlemen, that now does conclude the formal part of this afternoon's ceremony. You're invited to join the Deputy Chancellor and other members of the University for refreshments in the Erie Bistro just outside. But first of all, importantly, graduates, in recognition of your new status within the university community, you're invited to join the academic procession as it leaves the hall. So, ladies and gentlemen, will you all please stand?